Okay, so the funny part about this is I just did like 2 minutes of journal without the microphone in. Like I had the microphone in my ear, but it wasn't plugged into the computer, so none of it got fucking recorded. Horrible. Yeah, and I stripped. I was just wearing like 4 layers of clothing, including two blazers, a sweater, and a button-up shirt, and a scarf, and a hat, and ugh, it was really cold. It's now 4:49. I just got home about 10 minutes ago. I was over at Jake's, but I'll get to that in a few moments. Gonna recap here. Um, the weekend actually started last Thursday. Last Thursday I didn't go to work. I just was feeling like crap. So I stayed home and just took care of some stuff. And then Friday, Julie called. She wanted to come over. And I said, sure. Well, she didn't call. She messaged me. But somebody else was playing with her messenger. I was wondering who it was. Well, I figured out when they got here who it was. It was Jeff. And Jeff is Jennifer's ex-husband. Jenna's my ex-girlfriend who's crazy and a liar, compulsive liar and whatever. And basically, like, that was a shock to my system because I think the second time I met Jeff, Jeff basically threatened my life. Well, that was when he was with Jen, and Jen basically screwed us both over. But she's done that to me countless times, so I should be used to it by now. But whatever. So we got to talking, and he's not a bad guy. I actually really enjoy his company, so hopefully a good friendship can come from that. But anyways, Julie came over with Jeff, and they wanted to go out, and I said, well, let's go see a movie. I wanted to see Harry Potter. Guilty pleasure, I guess, but I really like the Harry Potter books and kind of enjoy the movies. I just wanted to see it because of Gary Oldman. I love Gary Oldman. He's an awesome actor. But instead, we were going to go see Transformers. Well, we couldn't see it without Marlon, Julie's husband, because Marlon is an insane Transformers fan. So we went and got Marlon and went and saw Transformers, which was actually really good. It's funny. It's a nice balance of funny, suspense, whatever. It wasn't, oh my god, but it was still a pretty good movie. And I love Shia LaBeouf. He's a good kid. Fucking really good actor. He's got a natural thing about him. But when we saw Transformers, we got out, and it was about 10ish or something, and there was a carnival going on across the street. It was New Richmond's Carnival Days thing or whatever. It's a weekend thing, and the Dweebs were playing at the beer tent. And the Dweebs are a local Wisconsin band that does covers, and they do really good covers. They're a really fun band to watch. And they even did Cheap Trick and some other stuff. And the funny thing about it that night is I went into drunk mode, which basically is I don't drink, but I have really high highs and really low lows, and then there's just a flat line in the middle. And so I hit my high highs, and I get goofy and rambunctious and whatever, and frickin' joking around with Jeff and shit, and overacting to the music, just kind of like, oh yeah, fucking want you to want me, doing stupid shit like that, and fucking dancing around like an idiot. Funny thing is their friend, what the hell's his name? It doesn't matter. He thought I was actually a really good dancer. I wasn't trying to be a good dancer, although I do have good rhythm and I can dance pretty good. Except that night, I was just being stupid. But at the end of the night, I've got some pictures I'm going to post on MySpace. They're not very nice pictures. They're dirty pictures. But they're all gay pictures. It's the funny part is I'm not gay, but I took a picture of me kissing Marlon just for the hell of it. And I think I got a picture of Jeff standing behind me, and I bent over. It looks bad, but whatever. Laugh or cry or be frightened, whatever makes you feel better, I suppose. But that night was pretty fun. It rained really bad, but whatever, still fun. And then next day we had to go stop at Jen's dad's reception and get the money that she owed Julie, which was really uncomfortable, but afterwards we went back up to the carnival and had, watched this country band. I hate country, but I dealt with it. It's just been nice to get out of the house, I suppose. And then on Sunday we went up to see Julie's second mom. Uh, Not related, but she's definitely like a mom figure to Julie, named Diane, and her kids. Diane adopts kids for a living. I mean, she's a stay-at-home mom who adopts kids, troubled teens who've had troubled lives, and really courageous woman. That was a roller coaster day. There was some good, there was some bad. In the end, some bonding and some fun, and some Guitar Hero playing on the 360, and making a fool of myself. But it was good. I enjoyed myself. And then Monday, Tuesday, work. And then yesterday, what the heck did I do yesterday? Oh, I went and saw Julie. Took care of the DMV stuff for the most part. Figured out how to get my car title finally. Got a pamphlet for my motorcycle license, so I can get that in a couple weeks. And came home. Well, didn't go home. I was at Julie's for a while. Jeff stopped over, and I got a voicemail from my mom saying that if I didn't have my registration and all that stuff and my room cleaned by the 1st of August, she was going to kick me out. So we'll see how that goes. I told her I can guarantee by the 10th or 12th of August that all of my plates and my licenses and all that stuff will be taken care of. I can guarantee that, but not by the 1st, so we'll see if she's okay with that or what's the deal, but not too big of a deal. So got up this morning, and Dan and Mom were screaming at each other like they usually do, except this time they were sober. It wasn't one of their drunk fights, it was a sober fight. And I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if they're going to stay together or not. I really could care less. It's not my business anymore. I'm not a part of this family. I really haven't felt like I was a part of this family ever. Never have. I've literally been a stranger in my own house since I was probably 13, 12, something like that. So she wonders why I don't clean my room. Well, I don't feel right here. So, but after the whole screaming fest or whatever, I went and got the part for my car, so my car is going to be fixed when I get up later today. And I just need to get the oil changed, so kudos to that. Probably going to go about $200 in debt to the bank here soon, just because of what I owed the stuff. I splurged I got a 360, an Xbox 360, because I wanted it, so I got it. So I have it. Kudos to me or whatever. And that's what's gonna put me under, but I'm not really gonna care right now. Anyways, after the whole them fighting and stuff, and I got my parts, I went and saw Jake, and I took him shopping, and we went thrift store shopping. I got this blazer for $5. I love it. And I got 2 shirts that were way expensive, but it helped balance out with the blazer, so I'm happy about that. And this is probably really boring, so anybody I wish I was more funny on camera, but I'm not much of the on-the-spot kind of guy. I just kind of naturally get in my groove when I'm around people, and this is a camera, so how do you converse with a camera? But I don't know. I had some random thoughts I wrote at work a few days ago. I'm not even going to explain them, I'm just going to read them off. Ben Folds Evaporated, that was stuck in my head like all day at work a few days ago. Feel mixed up, feel lonely. Training new kid, I trained a new kid at work, felt pretty good. Brain feels milky. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone, but I felt tired and not there, and just I felt like I was looking through plastic or something. Had to count some stuff for Dale, and my brain kept saying, "I'm asleep. Why are you trying to count?" And then Elliot makes me want to cry right now. I wake up feeling like death. Can't listen to Interpol or Bright Eyes for my own personal reasons or whatever. I'm about to run out of time, so I'm just gonna say that it's been a good, bad, and all that in between, and we'll talk again soon.